for Beginner Witch, I'm going to share with you the 3 witches that are active right now. Okay? Witches, practitioners, whatever you want to call them. I mean, it's the same thing. If you was a witchy girly as a practitioner, you 9 times out of 10 a spiritual girly too, is what I'm saying. Okay, son, where's you going? Okay, yeah, so we go. Let's bring that back. Anyway, like I was saying, these are the 3 goddesses that helped me in my journey as a beginner witch. Goddess 1. Goddess 1. Exhibit A. No, for real though. I fucking love Azaria. She was actually one of the first witches that popped up on the search for me when I was just learning about magic, right? So if you search beginner magic, 9 times out of 10, she gonna be there, okay? But she gonna be there because the fuck, she know what she talking about. She know what she talking about. Breaks down the practice of magic on a scientific level. You know, how time shifting, you manifesting a reality that currently already exists in another timeline. And I just love how she documents her journey as she's practicing and creating new spells. I'm trying to tell y'all, we need more witch pioneers out here because y'all be trapped in these limitations. Oh, you gotta do it on a Thursday. You gotta do it on a Friday. You just gotta do it. You just gotta do the spell. So I highly recommend you learn your foundations from her, you know. However, if you're doing money ritual magic, the best advice I could have got was from this goddess. Yo, she broke it down in a way that screamed to my intuition. If you are doing money magic and you are asking for a certain amount of money, what you're doing is asking for a bill. You just ask him to spend more of that amount of money. She said something that reminded me what Azaria also mentioned in her journey of money manifestation magic. It is not the money or the amount that we desire, it is the lifestyle and or feeling that having the money allows us to experience. You see what I'm saying? We is chasing after the experience, but we don't know that because we're stuck in survival mode and we think, damn, if I just had X amount of money, then I can do X, Y, and Z. Just focus on the X, Y, and Z, right? Start making affirmations or petitions saying how I am financially stable, I am financially free. Therefore, you always have the money you need to make sure all your bills is paid, right? And then you also have to, this is very important, make sure your mindset is in alignment with what it is you call it in. Case in point, this goddess right here, okay. I love Mama Yaya. Okay, big sis Yaya. It's Yaya's world. Okay, it's her world over there. It's my world over here. But she definitely helped me grow in my world. Okay, like her constantly sharing that mindset is everything in your craft is so important, and I really personally appreciate it for not just myself when I was in my big witch stage, but all new and even currently practicing witches. When I tell you the name Mika Balance wasn't random at all. It was quite literally by design, and that is because I've learned that I have to be in that constant state. If I'm working to manifest a lifestyle and or personality that naturally attracts the lifestyle in which it is in, then I also have to equally, at the same time, work to deprogram all of the toxicity that formed my old lifestyle that I want to ascend from. For example, if I'm making affirmations daily about how I am worthy of luxury or I am worthy to be financially stable and or free, when I am receiving the messages from my intuition, I need to make sure I am equally doing affirmations that negate self-doubt and insecurity. So at nighttime, when I'm washing the day off of me, I do that. I go, you know, you have a daytime affirmation and ritual, and then you have a get ready for bed affirmation and ritual, and you wash the day off. So you wash, you release the insecurities and self-doubt. Okay, you see what I'm saying? You know, and I really wish she was on TikTok, but I found out about her first, and she was the foundation that I needed for understanding what my intuition was and how it communicates with me. And since I've grown from my stage of practicing or mastering, learning, because if you're a baby witch, you're just in your era of learning and mastering, right? However, when you graduate, you get to the stage of applying what it was that you learned. I'm in my application stage. Okay. Son, where's you at? Bitch, this is why women say niggas is unreliable, okay? Your bright, beautiful ass back over here. Thank you. Anyway. Her name is Gaia Higgins, or also known as the sexual celestial, okay? She practices craft too. However, she understands that magic and intuition goes hand in hand. When you conduct the spell, you're telling your universe, what you want and what timeline you want to currently experience, because life is all about experiences. But your intuition is the GPS, right? The guide, telling you the steps, where to go and how to do it. You gotta know how to listen to it though. Now, it wasn't explained to me like this, but after learning, okay, and mastering, and now in my age of application, I would summarize it as your intuition talking to you through the many clarity gifts, right? Spiritual gifts that most people think like, oh, I wish I had it. Well, you probably do. Right? Clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairaudio, and empathy. Even empathy. Empathy is the spiritual gift where you can communicate through feelings, right? You can tap into people's feelings and emotions. So if you can do that, why wouldn't you do that to feel the feelings and or emotions of the person who is currently in the timeline you want to shift to? The sexual celestial taught that when you are shifting timelines, right? When you are manifesting yourself into being in a timeline you want to experience, it is important to hold on to the feeling, right? The feeling, and you ask what feeling? I would say the feeling of the person who is currently living that life. And I use clairvoyance, right? Clarity through visions to visualize what it is that person is doing in her day-to-day life. So when you couple that with the feeling that this person is constantly experiencing and your intuition telling you what to do, when to do it to get there, and the affirmations needed to brainwash yourself to believe that you are her, because that's all affirmations are, brainwash. Do y'all know that allegedly they brainwash y'all anytime they're playing negative affirmations daily on your radio stations and the TV shows, shit like that? But this was on the shit, and I still appreciate that. And if you listened this long, you know, come check me out. If you got any questions, I'll be live mostly 3 times a day. And you can catch me at these times right here or whatever. But yeah, if you're practicing magic, I highly, highly recommend you go check these classes out, okay? You know, and if you're interested in learning how I took all of their lessons and made it into a more simplistic form where I use it to apply to my herb studies, you can buy my book. You can buy my book, okay? But I love you all, and you know.